Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If people even say that anymore. Today we're doing a get ready with me after 2 years. Listen, I'm gonna just kind of talk you guys through it, what I've been up to these past 2 years, where your girl's at now, what's to come, and all while trying to show you my basically like everyday kind of makeup routine now. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. I don't even know where to begin. I actually feel nervous. I'm actually going to go ahead and just go over my skin with some toner because I did put sunscreen this morning and I'm feeling really slick. So let me take care of that real quick. Like, I knew I was going to be rusty, but this is like really rusty. So please bear with me. It's been a minute. So my brows are already gelled and set. I'm just going to be taking a little bit of concealer and carving out the base of them. So where the hell have I been for the past 2 years? Well, the last time I was here, I had just given birth to my son. And then YouTube came to a complete halt, along with many other things, because, well, honestly, motherhood really took me out for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and prime just a little bit on my nose with the e.l.f. Putty Primer. After having my son, I think it's safe to say that my life, my world just changed completely. For lack of a better term or a better way to describe it, becoming a mom humbled me in so many ways that I didn't even know I needed to be humbled in, but it did. And so much of how I think and who I am has changed a lot since becoming a mom. And that transition from 0 kids to having a newborn in the house is wild. Our lives are just dramatically different. Foundation is going to be the L'Oreal True Match. Not True Match, Infallible. What am I saying? I don't want to say that like becoming a mom is what stopped me from continuing YouTube, but if you guys follow my personal Instagram account, you'll know that I definitely wasn't one to hide the fact that I really did struggle a lot during my transition into motherhood. I did have to battle some postpartum anxiety and depression, and that hit me like a ton of bricks. Just that first year of your kid's life, you are undergoing so many new changes to your lifestyle, to your body, to your career, all while, caring for this tiny person that you absolutely love so much. You love them so much that it's actually like really frightening to know that you would actually care for someone that deeply, that you would do anything and everything for them. And it's jarring. Like I said, it's scary. My priorities definitely shifted, and just finding the balance of it all. I mean, even without YouTube, finding just the balance of knowing how to take care of yourself and just getting back to the things you used to do, like to do, your routine, all while now incorporating this new schedule and routine with this tiny baby. So yeah, YouTube definitely had to take a back seat. Also, my old glam room where I used to film and do everything became my son's room, and I basically didn't have a filming space in my house. I didn't know where I was going to film, and then just the time to edit, and you can barely get time to yourself within those first few months, year, whatever, however long it takes you to find the best way to make time for yourself, let alone to film and edit a video and all of the stuff that comes with content creating, which I missed. But at the time, I was 100% okay with stepping away. And I obviously still posted stuff to like my Instagram. And, I think the beauty of TikTok now, you're able to somewhat still stay connected in a video content way with an audience and able to have like little taste and tidbits here and there um, of this kind of style of content creating. But, we are now 2 years in. Baby boy is now 2 years old. And I remember I read somewhere that at the 2 year mark is where you will more than likely kind of really, really start to uh, feel like yourself again. And I would argue that that's pretty true. It doesn't happen magically and it doesn't happen overnight because you yourself have to also make the effort to find yourself again and prioritize you a little bit, which I definitely try to do. And I definitely am blessed beyond measure to have a village and support system that allows me to do that. Just feel inspired again. I feel like I'm able to have the time again to be able to get back to this space, which I loved and I have dearly missed. I'm going to take a little powder puff and some pressed powder to set my under eye area. But now, 2 years later, obviously where I'm at is different. Yeah, welcome to my new workspace. So this is my new space where I take clients and do all of my work outside of my home now. And I'm gonna probably start trying to utilize it for filming because why not? And aside from, being a mom now and everything, a lot of who I am, even though a lot of me has changed, a lot of me is still the same. I'm still doing the things that I did before. It just looks a little different now. So I'm still at it with my business. I still love to work out. And yeah, things are pretty much the same. It's just me now with a baby. I'm gonna take a little bit of that same powder and just lightly set the rest of my face. Now that I'm back, and hopefully I'm back for a good while, what can you expect from this new era of me? Basically, a lot of the same stuff that I did before. I'm going to take a little bit of that same bronzer and also just use it as eyeshadow. Also here on my lid too, just kind of really focusing it on my inner corner of my eye, just warming up this socket area and also on the outer part to kind of just elongate my eye shape a little bit here. So I did do a poll on my Instagram asking what it is that you guys want to see from me these days, and still top ranking was makeup and beauty. So definitely expect tutorials again, all things beauty related, things to help other fellow makeup artists, aspiring makeup artists out there. Secondly, you guys were interested in mom life. So hopefully I can incorporate a little bit of my life now as a mom with some vlogs and just some other fun mom tings. And then lastly was like health and fitness, which definitely will be sharing still my fitness journey with you guys. It's basically just part of my lifestyle now too. I can fill you in what I've done postpartum, where I'm at right now. I'm actually coming up on the end of a bulk here. I've been on a 12-week bulk. This is my last week. And I'm going to be starting a cut next week. So I'll definitely take you along the journey for that and what I'm doing. I'm going to take a little bit of a pink powder on my powder puff just to kind of help brighten up my under eye even more. Filling in my brows with my trusty NYX Lift and Snatch pen makes it so quick and easy for laminated brows. And so really what kind of prompted this whole just inspiration to get back to filming was, it's just funny, like I feel like so many of the influencers and content creators that I personally love. Oops, hope I didn't mess up audio through the mic. But that I personally love to watch and follow along. A lot of them, well, maybe not a lot of them, but definitely a few of them, um, had babies at the same time that I did, and they also stepped back from filming and YouTubing, and they're finding themselves doing it again, wanting to do it again. And again, I think it's just like a testament to this whole like process of, you know, getting back to things, once you become a new mom, just like that 2 year mark, sweet spot. Some have even had more than one kid in that time. Um, and it just kind of ignited something in me. Like, you know what? For a long time, I felt kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't carry this on, and a little bit like I failed at it. And it's just comforting, I guess, to know that I wasn't alone, and it wasn't that there was something wrong with me or that I was doing or that I was handling motherhood in not the best way. It's actually pretty normal to maybe have things take, a back seat for a while. So I definitely feel like I've adopted a new outlook on things. I definitely have learned how to give myself so much more grace, and things don't always have to be perfect, because things aren't always going to be perfect. The timing isn't always going to be perfect. Things will go wrong, and that's okay. And just do what you can with what you have is kind of my new mentality. And honestly, I'm much more empowered than I ever was before. Um, whatever you want to do, you can do it. It may not always happen the time you want it to happen, but if it's a dream of yours and you don't want to give up on it, you shouldn't have to, as long as it's still making you happy and it's igniting something in you. So that's like what we're going to do. We are going to just roll with it. I just honestly want to have fun with this. I want it to just bring me joy again. You know, even just, to let you know, like I have actually lost my monetization ability on this account because I didn't post anything for so long, and views obviously fell. So I don't qualify at the moment for monetizing. So I'm doing this just out of pure me wanting to and enjoyment. Hopefully, I'm able to get back to monetizing again, because it definitely was like a nice little extra something to get, every month. I'm gonna be taking this e.l.f. lipstick, which I've actually really come to enjoy. It's called Dirty Talk. These are really comfortable too. Hopefully, you guys are still interested and are willing to come along on this journey again with me, because I think it's going to be good. I have a good feeling about this year and new beginnings. So I hope you tag along. I'm not even going to tell you if I have any type of schedule coming with when I'll upload, how often I upload. Definitely not going to put that kind of pressure on myself. But hopefully, we're able to keep up with some type of consistency here. But let's go.